My boyfriend's friend group called me abusive because I talked during a movie. He took their side. My boyfriend and I have been together for a little over a year. He's the nerdy type, and I loved it. So when he wanted to start a D&D group with his friends, I agreed. I figured it was a good way to finally meet and impress his friends. It was my boyfriend, me, his two best friends from elementary school, and their boyfriends. So I was scared of being the odd one out. But when he introduced me to them, the girls both hugged me super tight, and the boyfriend said I was now one of them. We completed an entire campaign, and the last sessions were in November. At this point, my boyfriend and I had been together for 1 year and 4 months, and had only had one argument due to a misunderstanding. We have a beautiful, loving relationship, the type that's straight out of a Disney movie. And yesterday, while I was with him, I saw a Facebook post about a movie that one of his friends, whom we'll call Elba, is obsessed with. I wanted to tag her, but her name didn't show up. So I searched my profile and saw that I no longer had her as a friend. I checked my boyfriend's profile and she didn't appear. My head flooded with anxiety as I tried to figure out what had happened, because everything seemed fine the last time I saw her. We laughed, and when we said goodbye, she hugged me and even wished me a very Merry Christmas. I mentioned it to my boyfriend because I wanted him to check it out for me, but instead, he completely avoided the topic. Even when I asked him to check with her to see if she had deleted her account, he asked me to forget about it. But something in his tone told me he was hiding something. And guess what I found out? Yep, she blocked me. Literally out of nowhere, or so I thought. Because that's when my boyfriend finally showed me their text messages, and I felt like the worst friend to ever exist. A month ago, she messaged him asking, "Is everything okay with your GF?" and whether I had been abusive toward him. My boyfriend replied that everything was fine and asked why she was asking that. She said, "At the last gathering, your girlfriend yelled at me, attacked me, was aggressive toward me, and even turned red with rage. I was worried she might be abusive toward you, but if everything is fine, that's great to hear." You see, at the gathering I mentioned earlier, us ladies stayed at the table chatting about the Joker movie. I simply stated that there were dozens of inaccuracies regarding mental health. Like, there's no way Lady Gaga's character could have actually been a psychiatrist, simply because she's way too delusional. The other girlfriend, Sophia, supported my argument, adding that her profile wouldn't have allowed her to get into medical school. Meanwhile, Elba got furious, saying that if there were pedo priests, then there could also be crazy doctors. Sophia and I disagreed. We should know, as Sophia is a doctor, and I have a PhD in psychology and psychotherapy. Coming from a place of knowledge, we explained to her that it wasn't possible. It wasn't long before I realized nothing good could come from our argument. Plus, it was around 1 a.m., so we said goodbye and called it a day. But I guess the texts proved otherwise. So then my boyfriend replied to Elba, saying that he didn't see any violence that night, but wanted to understand where she felt it happened. She responded that I yelled at her. I expected my boyfriend to defend me, but instead he replied, "That's just how she is. She's a loud mouth. Her whole family is like that, especially her mom. She lost her temper and she can be crazy-ish at times, but everything is fine between us." I had to stop myself from crying while I felt my heart break in my chest, because not only do I feel like he agreed with her, but he spoke badly about my family, basically called me crazy, didn't defend me from an attack on my character. I calmly asked him to ask her why she blocked me. She's your girlfriend, and you can do whatever you want. But after seeing the way she attacked Sophia and her boyfriend, I don't care if she lives or dies, and I especially don't want her around me or my future kids. Plus, just so you know, we all think you can do better. My boyfriend replied, "Why do you think that?" And that was it. I was almost offended that he didn't even bother hiding the text from me. It was like he didn't see anything wrong with what he said. My hands trembled as I held the phone in my hand. I practically considered them family. And I hate to say it, but I was